You think you're a customer. You think the miles are yours. You think the airline is in the business of flying people. You're wrong on all three. Here is what the airlines figured out decades ago. Flying people is expensive: fuel, maintenance, crews, weather, delays, liability. Selling miles costs almost nothing. Every time you swipe a co-branded credit card, the bank buys miles from the airline. At roughly 1.5 cents per mile, you don't fly anywhere. No seat, no fuel, no crew. The airline collects. Delta receives more than $7 billion annually from American Express. 30% of Delta's total revenue comes from selling miles. 1 in 3 Delta flyers carries an Amex card earning Sky Miles. Delta doesn't need them to fly. It needs them to spend. Delta borrowed $9 billion against Sky Miles. United secured $6.8 billion using Mileage Plus. American Airlines pledged AAdvantage for $10 billion, the largest airline-backed financing in history. Alaska Airlines acquired Hawaiian Airlines. Alaska used its Miles program as collateral for that purchase. Every major carrier. The same move, the same asset. The miles you earned. Pledged. Borrowed against. Monetized. Without your knowledge. Without your consent. Without sharing $1 of the return. Every major carrier. The same move. The same asset. The loyalty program is worth more than the airline. Say that again slowly. The Miles program, the thing that gives away free flights, is worth more than all the planes, routes, gates, and crews combined. Because it isn't giving anything away. It never was. The industry's own consultants wrote that. They don't call it a marketing program. They call it a central bank, operating a black box, managing currency, profiting from the spread between what they sell miles for and what those miles return to you. They sell miles to banks at 1.5 cents each. You pay 2 to 3 cents to buy them directly. When you try to redeem, the average value returned to you is less than a penny. The difference is their profit. And then there is breakage. Miles earned, never redeemed, never coming back. United disclosed in SEC filings, 14% of its miles expire unused. 30 trillion miles sit unredeemed globally. The industry term for that is breakage. The honest term is profit taken from a promise never kept. Miles are not the property of any member. Miles may not be sold, attached, seized, levied upon, pledged, or transferred under any circumstances, including without limitation, by operation of law, upon death. The airlines can pledge your miles to borrow billions. You cannot. The miles are theirs. They always were. They just needed you to earn them. The Promised Miles tells the story of what happens when one family discovers the truth and decides to fight it. The characters are invented. The system, the valuations, the breakage models, the collateral deals, the fine print is documented. In SEC filings, in government investigations, in the loyalty industry's own published words. They called them rewards. They borrowed billions against them. For decades, the airlines told you that your miles have no cash value. They cannot be transferred. Redeem them while you can, or lose them. They were lying. They built a system to ensure you didn't get full value, and they wrote it into the fine print before you ever boarded the plane. The Promised Miles: How Airlines Made Billions from Miles. They Said Were Your Reward by Evan Swenson is available on Amazon.